Hello.
Good morning. Or, still morning for me. Hi.
Hello. Afternoon here, though. Come on.
Hooray!
We did it. The face reveal. This is Tasha and Jason's face reveal. I'm so excited.
Oh, nice.
It's only taken 15 years, Jason.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I really struggle with this because I'm stupid, but I wasn't sure whose name should go first, honestly, because I put one of your name first in the title and the other one in the description. I've known both of you so long, and just really grateful you're both here. You want to? I don't know, Tasha. You want to go first since you're on my screen at the top?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Tasha. I run the developer advocacy team. I run SpringOne. I'm in charge of communities. I do all kinds of other kinds of marketing-y things. What else do? I do all kinds of stuff. I got my hands on lots of pods.
Approve my expense reports.
I approve expense reports. That's the most important job that I have.
No, it's just the most stressful, yeah. I'm so glad you're here. And then, of course, Jason, Spring's original Florida man. Original Florida man.
Right.
There's two now, right? I mean, we're growing, but it's been many years since we had a Tommy. But are there any others
from Florida? You're saying?
Yeah.
Not really. I don't think so.
I don't know any.
I'm the only one left now. There was we had quite a few, but now I'm the only one here now.
Jason, is it hot down there right now? I feel like it's hot.
It's like in the 90s, I think, right now.
Are you outside ever? Do you ever go outside?
I do, and then I come back in. I love air conditioning.
Yeah. Jason, you've been on the old team years before I even got interviewed.
Yes.
So you're one of the OGs.
Yeah, it's been about 16, going on 17 years now, which is pretty wild.
Jason, I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, I started at Spring Source and then been through the whole pattern of anywhere and everything.
I love that for you. Oh, yeah. Cora, yeah.
Cora, we can bring her onto the old show if you want.
Bring them all on, everyone.
Yeah. Cora, do you want to join? Just give me a yes or no, and I can send you a link. Actually, I'll just send you a link, and you can join if you want. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island. Discuss.
I'm going to be in Florida in July.
Ooh.
This time of year.
Right. Where are you going?
We are going to Longboat Key.
Okay. Nice.
There's a condo there.
Nice area.
We're going to go down and visit for like a long weekend, like 4 nights. I think we're going to be there.
That's the other coast from where I'm at. I'm in Melbourne, so it's the other side. Yeah, east side. You're on the west side. Florida, anyway.
Well, it's nice because the Sarasota airport's right there, so it's like a real quick flight. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, for those of you who don't know. So it's not like too far of a flight, and there is direct flight, which is
that's nice.
Very important in Pittsburgh land because there's not a lot of direct flights.
Direct to Sarasota?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
wow.
Allegiant coming in the clutch. Come on, Allegiant, let's get it together.
Yeah. I did the thing. I sent a link.
Cool.
And we'll see. Hopefully she'll join us. I would love that because she's gonna be at SpringOne, right?
She is gonna be at SpringOne. We're all gonna be at SpringOne, and I'm so excited to see all
confirmed. I'm going too, right?
Yeah. I approve your expense report. Expense report approved.
Wow, nice.
This has been an elaborate ruse just to find out whether I was going. That's job is done.
That's
you got to approve my expense.
No, I'm not. I'm not approving your expense report. Absolutely not. No.
Folks. Oh God. So SpringOne is in.
August 25th.
August 25th, 28th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we get Dan in here? Where's Dan?
In Vegas.
In Vegas. Actually, speaking of Vegas, like Dan, let's get Dan.
Dan loves Vegas, by the way.
I mean, I think he's the king of.
He loves. I think he plays blackjack. I think is his.
Oh, nice
choice. But he really loves a good Vegas. Dan does.
Okay.
You guys seen the sphere yet? You ever been inside the sphere?
Yes,
I've not. You guys went last year, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, that was awesome.
That was on the list.
There's some kind of concert going on the 27th, I believe. You should look into it.
Is there?
Yeah, there's something.
Jason, why do you know so many things?
I just look up stuff a lot. I wanted to see what was cool in Vegas during that time, and it's something going on there. I can't remember exactly who it is, but
Oh, I want to go to the Princess Diana exhibit. I'm going to do that.
Wow.
I love me some Lady Di. You know what I'm saying? That's
awesome.
the 90s kid in me coming out. I'm like, oh, Lady Di stuff.
Is it like a limited time, or is it like something that's already out there?
It's like outfits.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And that's team me. Okay.
All right.
It's outfits. I want to see the outfits.
Nice.
Okay. I'm so excited. Yeah, Vegas is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, even if there isn't the most interesting conference in the world there.
Yes.
But so for example, there's Omega Mart, which I rave about. There's all the great food, everything, every show you could ever want to see. I go see Shin Lim, and I go see the Cirque du Soleil shows, and on rotation. And then I mean, it's fun. And then if you don't like daylight, then that's your city. You just stay in the hotel. And I mean, if you're a vampire and you wanted to live for a whole week straight without sleep, you could do that
For real.
in Vegas.
With lots of oxygen too.
Yeah. You wouldn't even know that you've missed a week. It's just one of those things where you wake up and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to do a thing. And then the next thing you know, it's Saturday. And I'm like, oh, it's an amazing city.
They want you to stay at the tables and play all the time.
It's disorienting. Me, I love a Lady Di, of course, but also completely separate from that, a good cocktail. And they have some amazing
Good place for that.
bars.
Cool. Oh, we're having a Tanzu party at the Juliet Lounge as a part of SpringOne. And that's Josh's favorite, one of his favorite for cocktails.
One of my favorites. Absolutely. So good. And again, if you don't, I mean, it's in the same hotel complex city thing. I mean, to be fair, the hotel has more people in it than some cities that we have been to,
I mean, how many people are housed in that hotel? We're talking about the Venetian, by the way. That's where SpringOne and Explore will be.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how many people.
I don't know. I mean, ChatGPT time. Hold on.
Yes, I'm very curious.
How many people can the Venetian hotel house on a given day? What's the neighboring one? It's joined at
Palazzo?
Oh, the Palazzo, yeah.
7,000. Wow. Okay. AI coming in clutch. So over 7,000 suites and rooms combined with the Palazzo, its sister tower. So assuming an average occupancy of 2 people per suite, it can house approximately 14,000 guests per day. Wow. Oh my goodness.
SpringOne's going to be huge this year.
So big. I can't wait.
So this show, we've done this show there a few years now, and it's grown on me. I'm starting to we've done this since the pandemic. We came roaring back, and we did what was it, 2023, 2024, and now here we are, 2025.
Yes.
Just some of my favorite time of the year is this show. And like I said, there's all these other things you can do, but the main event obviously is SpringOne. What's on? I mean, we just confirmed I'll be there, so that's nice.
Hooray!
I mean, no, it's for me. It's nice for me. I'm not saying anybody else. I'm just saying it's nice to have that confirmed.
We're going to put you to work too. You know that, right?
Oh, I don't do.
You got some sessions, man.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, I like that. This is it's. What else is there? I mean, what can you tell us?
Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, all right. It's 3 full days of sessions, tutorials, and we also have meet the experts. So you can have little tables where you can meet all the experts and talk to them and ask the Spring experts really what's going on and tell them your problems and that kind of stuff. It also has what else do we have going on? Do we have hands-on labs and stuff like that too this year?
Yeah, we got hands-on labs. We have a Spring Spotlight, which is our keynote that will happen on Monday morning. There's all kinds of really big announcements and fun stuff that we're going to share there. Lots of really cool tech we're going to showcase. Very excited about the Spring Spotlight. And that's a really good way to kick off the week too. It's Monday morning, first thing, right after breakfast. Let's jump on into some good content.
That's the keynote, right? That's going to be that. Do we know who's in
You are, my love. You're
there.
Okay. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. Okay, so
you're allowed to say it. Sure, of course. We would be fools if we did not say that you were there. Fools, I tell you.
so that whole thing, that to me is the most stressful part. So the reason I love the keynote is because once that's over, we're coasting. You know, the rest of the show is just fun. You know, like so I'm gonna. I don't know. We'll get there. Prepare the keynote. If you see us on the days before, leading up to that keynote, maybe don't. You know, we're not gonna be so free. You know, but then right after.
Jason, why don't you say a little bit about like some themes and like some kinds of content buckets that they can expect whenever they're at the show?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're having, obviously Spring AI is massive, right? I mean, it's taken off. So there's be a big Spring AI session. I think it'll be discussed in the spotlight, of course. We have breakouts. I think you're involved in that one, Josh. With Pollock. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
It's going to be awesome, yeah.
Thanks to him.
Beautiful Spring AI, right? And then we got security with Rob. You are also involved with that one. So nice, Josh. So that'll be awesome. I think it's secure everything or something along those lines. And then you got Spring data, a lot of performance changes there and updates, messaging, Kafka, AMQP. There's a lot of updates there too. So it's just like framework and boot. Obviously, I've done a lot of things around API versioning, interface clients, a bunch of stuff there. So it's gonna be a lot of content.
Because Spring Framework 7 and 4.0 come out this year.
Yep, November.
We're able to learn about this then from the source.
Yeah.
The Spring.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what else is so great too? It's like almost everyone is together in the same area in person. You know, like there are so many of us. Like, if we go to other places, we're a little more dispersed. If there's other places within the world that we go to conference-wise or travel. But this is really the place, since we own Spring, we have the most of us in one centrally located place in the same time. And that's rare. And that's my favorite part, is because, I don't know, I get to see everyone and we get to really hear all the content from all of the goods, all the best people, all in person. And that was a big focus this year, right? We wanted to get as many of the Spring team there because, getting content from the people who are doing the work is amazing, right? I mean, if you want to meet them and discuss it with them. Yeah, exactly. Rare. So we really focused this year on bringing as much of the team as possible and having them present and show all the new things they're working on the portfolio. So I mean, you can't beat that hallway track. Can't beat that hallway track.
Exactly.
And by the way, that's real. We're going to be wandering around think about what we just said. We'll be at the bars, at the shows, at the restaurants, just hanging out. So come talk to us. Come like. Even I am looking forward to the chance to just sit with some of the people on the Spring team and pick their brains. Even like I work here, and I still feel like being able to be in that place and that time would be a rare privilege.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, you know what else is a really cool thing that we're doing this year that we haven't done in the past? So the hub is like the main place to explore, where there's like sponsors and there's like different activations. There's all kinds of different little things you can walk around and putz around and do all kinds of things. We're having a SpringOne Lounge there. So that's going to be really like the landing zone for all of the Spring engineering team. What?
When you say lounge, any lounge lizards?
Oh yes, there's there's hammocks. Hammocky lounge, like a literal lounge.
Couches, hammocks.
You can just lay on the ground if you want. The carpet's very plush carpet.
It doesn't smell like cigarettes and 50 years of air?
No cigarettes. No.
Darn it. When you say lounge in Vegas, I'm thinking
like a speakeasy or what?
No, I'm thinking of like what's that? What's new? The singer, come on, Tom Jones. I'm thinking of like somebody like Tom Jones.
Okay, not Tom Jones. Love me some Tom Jones, but not quite that vibe.
No, okay, well, because if you need somebody.
Yeah, no, but it'll be good. It's just like a cool place that you can always go, no matter what time during the show, and there will always be people there hanging out, ready to chat.
Coffee or food or anything like that.
I mean, there's always food.
Oh, there's gonna be tons of food there. Yeah,
always food. Always.
And coffee?
Always coffee.
Yes.
Okay, because that's the problem I have. I flag. I get fatigued. Fatigued. Yeah, it's okay. Good. Java and coffee. That's all
always
I need.
Coffee.
Well, you also have speaker room access, so you can get all the coffee you want.
You do.
open source level coffee. No, that's gonna be so good. So the lounge, I can't wait. Is that separate from like the official VMware presence on the floor and all that?
It's within. It's like kind of like right in the middle, but it's very heavily Spring and SpringOne branded. So I mean, it's open for everyone, but really, it's for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully, the engineering team should be there, and we can just sit down and have a chat if you need to, and that's kind of what our goal was, to bring a lounge like that to people just hang out, right? Hang out and talk.
Hammock it up.
Yeah.
Hammock it up.
Hammock it up.
Spring Boot 4 and Spring Framework 7 are coming out this year. This is the year you want to like be talking to people on the Spring team. I cannot stress this enough. Major generational change. First time since 2022. New release, new framework, new edition. Yeah. Oh wow, what a privilege. Obviously the AI stuff is pretty. I'm not saying it's peak. I'm just saying it's amazing. So there's that. There's going to be a lot of AI stuff, and I feel like a lot of what I realized, some people don't know what the AI is yet, and I think a lot of people understand at some level now what it is, but some don't. So this will be a good show for you. But also, like you said, some of the fundamentals, like the AMQP stuff, that project has been there for longer than I have. It's been Spring AMQP.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Big update this year, right? It was AMQP 1.0 was released, right? So
the spec? Oh, wait, the official AMQP spec 1.0 came out?
Yeah. So that's why.
Really?
Yeah. So that's one big thing there too. So. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be definitely checking. I had no idea. But I did know about some of the performance optimizations in Spring Data, and it's and that's not even talking about the 4.0 Spring Framework 7.0 stuff. That's just stuff they've done in the last few years. Wow.
Yeah, the AOT was it generation repo generation, right? That's what they're working on, and got really good performance numbers on GraalVM, and so it's pretty sweet
and debuggable. I mean, yeah, just go see that alone. I'm gonna go for that. Are these will these videos be recorded? Will the talks be recorded?
Yeah, they'll go on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why that is, people? You know why we record them? Because the talk isn't the most important part. It's the conversation you can have with these people on the floor right after they've dismounted the stage.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, that's the best part.
Yeah.
Besides the hammocks and the cocktails.
I know where you're gonna be, Tasha.
I want to be real horizontal.
Yeah.
In that hammock. There's actually several hammocks, but one of them has a sign on it that says "Reserved for Tasha Isenberg."
Like
on it.
I hope so. That's great.
Oh, somebody should be with a table bringing.
She has a little bell. She rings, and someone brings her a drink.
There may or may not be bells. I can't confirm or deny.
Oh, I mean, how? So when is this thing? I forgot to put it up on the old.
August 25th.
25th, yeah.
Okay, so right at the end of summer, kind of leading to the end of summer, I guess, midway of summer. What season are we? Are we in summer right now?
Yeah.
Are we technically in summer yet? Yeah, I think so.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it's like towards the end of June. Okay, where's chat? Where's it? ChatGPT again?
Yeah, it might be the 21st. Is it the 21st when it's officially summer? I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna be.
It's hot, so I call it summer.
It's summer.
June 20th is when it starts. Summer solstice. That's tomorrow for those of you who keep track.
Okay.
Look at us.
September 22 to 23. So 20 to 21 as it starts on June, ends on September 22 to 23. So dead center, almost like right in the middle, smack dab in the middle of well, no, towards the end actually, because I just realized there's a meteorological, that's a word, summer that ends on August 31st. So,
so we're right there near the end.
Yeah. Well, wave goodbye to the season well spent with spring. That's the way I think you should do it.
That's cute. I like that.
And that'll be good. Oh, I can't wait. This is in the Palazzo. The Palazzo is I don't think people understand just how it's in the Venetian and in the Palazzo. They're combined they have like a little bridge.
2 towers, right?
They're 2 towers, but there's a whole mall. Yeah, like there's a whole thing.
There's a river going through it with gondolas. So.
I know.
It is. It's pretty amazing.
I tried to get our party there, but they don't rent them out. I tried to do like our party like right at the gondola.
That would be awesome. There's a big restaurant there, so I'm surprised they wouldn't let that one.
Yeah, I tried. I really tried, but that's okay.
It's Vegas though. The party. I mean, every day is a party in Vegas. If you can somehow more party harder, whatever. It's. I don't know. It might be too much. Is that the
Yeah.
end of the show or the beginning? Because it might need to be the end, so then people can be carried out in gurneys and go home.
It's in the middle, actually. It's on Tuesday. The party's on Tuesday, and then Explore has a party, and that's like the big bang party. That's like a big. I don't even, and they keep it a secret. I don't even know, as one of the co-organizers, like what it is.
Yeah, they always get like a big band and like
huge party. So I don't know where it is, but it's on Wednesday night. That's on
27th.
Yeah. So Tuesday is the Tanzu party at Juliet Lounge, which will be fabulous, and then Wednesday is the Explore party, which will also be fabulous. Don't know any details though.
Okay, so just let me set the scene here. VMware is the division of Broadcom. VMware is also where we used to be, and we're now part of Broadcom. VMware has virtualization, and they have this conference called VMware Explorer. That's the big mothership show in Vegas. Adjacent to that, right, like kind of coincident with that, but in some of the same spaces as that, we have SpringOne. So are we, if I wanted to learn about virtualization, could I, or is this like a what's the story?
Exactly.
You have access to all of it.
Yeah, there's 4 tracks, so it's 4 other tracks. So it's the Modern Apps track, which we are actually not a sub track, but we're a piece of the Modern Apps track, which is SpringOne. And then you have cloud infrastructure, which is the one that you're just mentioning now, which is like the virtualization VCF side. And then you have networking and security, and then the innovation track. So there's 4 other tracks.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
there's a ton to do there. I mean,
there's a lot.
I didn't even think about that. I'm here like focusing on SpringOne. There's a whole VMware Explorer and a giant party. I completely forgot about.
Well, SpringOne is our favorite.
Yeah.
It's
our corner of the conference, right?
It is, and it's the most sweet little corner piece. You know,
and
it's like the brownie.
Would you
it's
say
like a chocolate brownie, like the double corner piece?
Like
you get the
crunchy.
the best part. But you also get some of the center still. It's so good.
Yeah. But SpringOne's focused on developers and architects, not as, I mean, the other groups more infrastructure, like you were mentioning. But so we are like the developer part, so if you're interested in app development, I mean, this is the place to go for that conference.
It is. There's such great stuff.
I don't know what, I had to explain Java to somebody the other day. Like I had to explain to a non-programmer, you know, and it's very, I think you can't do, there's 2, you know, you're out of university, you get into programming, you do software, and then it's either you do Android, which I think is the minority use case, or you do server side, and on the server side, statistically, you're probably doing Spring, right? And so I if you're in, and you saw the report, the Monk Chips, right? Not our friends over at Red Monk just did a report about language popularity, and Java is now, it's consistently number 3, right? It's growing, it's maintaining, it's doing all the things you want a good language to do. I just what I'm saying is, if you want an amazing event that'll give you the skills to like be a part of the community, to benefit from it, to grow with it, I cannot think of a better one, especially if you're stateside. If you're in the United States, this is the actual best show because there's just more content on Spring and the JVM and so on.
Right.
We've got Java 25 coming out also in a few months, and of course Spring Framework 4, Spring Framework 7, and Spring Boot 4. There's going to be so much new content there, right? I don't know a lot of the stuff, right? I'm really excited. Can we talk about who's speaking on those subjects?
Sure. I guess we could break out. I mean, I don't have the list in front of me, but I know Phil Webb will be there. He'll be discussing Boot, so that's obviously going to be massive. Yeah.
Lead Phil Webb.
Yes, exactly.
Oh. Yeah. That's great. Okay, that's another one. He and I live in the same city. But,
you guys don't hang out a lot?
Yeah, we do, but not enough. I'm just saying, like I haven't seen him in months. It's been 2 months at least. So I think this is great. I'm gonna go to Las Vegas to see my friend.
Dan Vega will be there. Akora will be there. Deshaun.
Yes.
Rob Wench.
Yeah. I love that guy too.
Yeah.
Love them.
Obviously, Mark Pollock. We already discussed. I mean, there's a ton of people. Sobi will be there for
Pulsar and Stream and
exactly, yeah, and Chris Bono. I mean, there's a lot of
gRPC maybe. Is he going to be talking about GRPC?
Oh yes, this GRPC. That's right. We're going to talk about that too. That's the new project. Yep. So that's what Chris Bono is going to be working on. So yeah, there's a lot of the team. I mean, basically that we're bringing there just to do that.
I think the thing that's best about SpringOne, and we're just like hitting on it right now, is like, no matter what, content is always the most important and is always first. Like, we really want to make sure that we have the best content, the most thoughtful sessions. We really try hard to make sure that that's the highest and top priority and the most delightful sessions. Always, ever since the beginning days.
Yeah. And with rare exception, then they let me come and then things go south. Hey, I work in marketing, by the way. So what do you think of this? SpringOne, content, code, and cocktails. No,
I love it.
Okay,
I love it.
She's pretty.
Cocktail sounds nice.
Yeah, well, it all sounds nice, right?
I love it so much.
Oh, I'm so excited. Look, I just want people to. Where do they go to learn? I didn't put the URL. I guess it's just springone.io. Is that true?
SpringOne.io.
Yeah. SpringOne.io. Go there.
Yeah,
and you can register.
It'll link you to everything on the Explore page, registration. It shows our sessions. Shows, we have a new pricing package too. I think so. There's 2 passes. There's a full pass and there's an essentials pass. Either one works for SpringOne.
Nice.
So the essentials is actually significantly cheaper if people are looking for that. There are some limitations, I think, but you can look on the website. But yeah, overall, you'll still have the access to SpringOne if you do either one of those passes. That's pretty
and
cool.
The hammock. You have the hammock.
And the hammock. Yes. Always. It's part of the essentials pass.
It is.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
What is Meetings Plus?
Oh, okay. So that's like you have access to the hub, which is where the hammock is.
Right.
And then also there's meetings that we schedule throughout the week, like with some of our executives or some customer meetings. There's rooms in Explore that host that. You have access to that too.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait. This is like one of those things where, okay. So if you're part of a VMUG, VMware user group, I guess you get a discount. That's pretty cool. Education and government. Yeah. Okay. Also, sign me up. I'd pay. This is like I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting because it's a huge conference. So I was expecting a really steep ticket price, and it's not. It's like, your flight is probably, depending on where you're coming from, your flight might be the bigger factor,
Mm-hmm.
Compared to the ticket. That's great. That's going to be an amazing show. I don't know. I think we did the thing. What do we tell people? What do they need to know?
Well, you have to register. And then whenever you come, make sure that you come to Spring Spotlight. That's day 1.
Yeah.
And then, let the life lead you for the rest of the week. But definitely make sure that you start there.
Is there a schedule builder? So
there is.
Okay,
there will be. It comes in July. So I think it's July 15th is when the schedule builder will be out. Right now, just the content catalog, which is if you go to the SpringOne.io, you can see the sessions link, and then that's the content catalog, all the content that we currently have. There'll be a few more things added, but then schedule builder will be out in July, and that's when you
make sure that you schedule yourself.
You got to register though, and then you get access to the schedule builder, and then pick the sessions you want to see.
This is a pro tip because I've done look, I work in marketing, by the way. Do not sleep on that schedule builder. That's you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah. Sessions do fill up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. They fill up too. You want to actually get your spot.
Yeah,
right?
for real. Yeah. Otherwise, you get on a wait list, and then you got to wait out the door. So it's not as you want to get there early. Sign up early.
I'm not saying this is a likely consequence of the show, but I always like to remind people I got my job on the Spring team because I was at a conference and I like, what's the right word? Kitty pounced? No, I don't do that. Okay. I'm just saying I kitty pounced on Rod Johnson, the creator of Spring. He was going to plate himself some food at the server side. And I'm like, yeah, I need your help. And he almost threw his plate and don't do that. Okay.
I can totally envision that. Jason, can you picture it? I can.
Yeah, I definitely can. I wish it was a video. That'd be nice.
I'm so glad that you kitty pounced. Honestly, Josh.
Oh,
that's the best thing that you've ever done in your life.
And Ron and I are fast friends. And actually, what I did. Can I tell a story here? This is a story about
Absolutely.
me.
Do it.
Me time. So I wrote this book, Spring Recipes. It was a second edition, and I wanted to get, or maybe it was a Spring Enterprise, right? Whatever. I was writing a book, right? And no, it would have been Spring Recipes. Hello. I wrote this book called Spring Recipes, the first edition of which had like an official endorsed by Spring Source logo or whatever, something like approved by or read by or quality, I don't know, some badge of like approval. And I wanted to get the permission to do that same thing, you know. And I sent this email. I sent emails to this guy named Adam Fitzgerald, and he didn't get back to me for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And then it just dragged on, and we were trying to go to press. And I coincidentally was speaking at this conference, and I'm like, I got to get some help. Maybe I can go. I don't mean, you know, this is a total douchebag move, but I went above his head and I went to Rod, right? I was like, Rod, can you help me? This guy's not like helping me, you know? And he said, sure. It was really nice, right? I mean, he's obviously the Spring team have always just got the nicest people. So he said, just email me, Rod at, and then CC Adam, and we'll make it work. Anyway, that Adam guy turned out to be the guy that hired me. Amazing person. I love Adam so much, but he was busy. That's all. I get it now. Once I joined and I saw his calendar, I'm like, oh, he had Tasha's calendar. He was like, 8 to 8 every day and on weekends too. You know, I mean, it's just crazy. So anyway, that worked out great for me. It's always because of the conference. If I had just been going to live streams, that wouldn't have worked. You got to go to the show. You got to meet the people. And maybe you don't get a job, which I'm not saying you're going to get a job. I'm just saying you'll meet people that'll change your life. You know,
so true.
The truth of the conference, and just like Dan said, just don't miss the hallway track.
For real.
Huge. It's professional development. Don't most companies have budget for professional development and stuff like that? I mean, ask around, ask your manager. This is one of those things where they can probably make it work for you. You know, it's not a personal outlay. I don't know. Is that still a thing? People still do. They
Totally.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
I sure hope so.
I know. I hope so too. I'll cross my fingers.
Yeah.
Man. And make sure you come to the Spring Lounge too, because that's where we'll be.
The hammocks.
The hammocks. Oh, they're so cute.
Yes.
Little green pillows. There's green pillows.
Wait, can I take one of those at the end of the show?
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that. I heard nothing about that. No, I didn't.
Already got dibs.
Well, it sounds really great. You know, for years I had one of those SpringOne bean bags. Do you remember those giant bean bags we had from years ago?
Yes. I didn't know that you had one of those.
I did, and then I got into it. Don't steal from the. Okay, I'm giving people lots of terrible ideas. Don't steal from the conference either.
Don't do that.
Now we're gonna have extra security around this spring.
Right? Yeah. Why are the security people following me? That's not right. No, I with permission. It was the end of the show, and I think Jay basically said, "Yeah, if you want, we're not using it. Take whatever you want." So I took a bean bag, and I thoroughly Lysoled it because a week of weary people resting on that couldn't have been the cleanest thing. And so I took one, and then like a year later, the dog I had at the time peed on it. Right?
No.
But okay, no. You can. I'm a Spring engineer, by the way. So you can de-bean. I'm all about beans. You can de-bean the bean bag.
What?
Clean out. You can actually wash the bean bag itself in the laundry or whatever, or scrub it. Get out the chemicals. Use the chemicals to get rid of the urine. And then you can buy, and I didn't know this is a thing on the internet, beans, right? So I re-beaned the bean bag after de-beaning the bean bag, and it was fine. And that thing lasted another few years. So yeah. So go for the conversation, and then for the scraps. But I don't think you can take the scraps. But who knows? You might get a bean bag that'll just change your life.
Did you put the bean bag on a plane?
Yes, actually. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, because you go there and they wrap it up in tape, which is a little silly because it's already
wrap it up in tape.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's already been wrapped. It's called a bag for a reason. They call it a bean bag. It's already the wrapping for the beans. I would
like a carry-on you put on your back and just walk to the plane.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
They're huge, right? These are like meant for human beings, adult-sized human beings to repose. And so it wasn't heavy. It's just very big and clumsy. They had to wrap it and they said you can't carry it on, and I'm like, well, okay, duh. And it was fine. But I don't think that's going to be a constant. We don't have beanbags this year, people.
We don't have beanbags. We have
Exactly.
hammocks. I don't know if you can put that on the plane, though.
I don't know if you
Probably
don't.
can't take the hammocks in.
Yeah,
You can't de-hammock the hammock.
No,
You know.
no, don't take anything. I'm just except for knowledge and friends that you made along the way.
Hooray, friends and knowledge.
Yeah, and opportunities and connections and LinkedIn requests and that kind of thing.
All that.
Well, I think I've done a poor job of making the case for this. I've just mentioned two things you should not do. Definitely don't do. You go to SpringOne.
Aw, it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
Oh, I'm so okay. Well, now you know.
Pretty unique experience for everybody, so hopefully everyone enjoys it. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Well, Jason. So were you at the original Spring Experience?
I was at a few of them, yeah.
So that was in Florida.
Yeah, Miami, yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit before I just realized there's a whole history here, and I don't think people realize this conference has got to be 15, 20 years old now, right? Like
I think it was like 06 maybe, or maybe 05 when the first the Spring Experience started. That's where Keith Donald, yeah, he kind of started that with. Everyone joined his house. I went to his house for the pre-thing, and then we all went down to the Spring Experience. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And it was a beautiful, beautiful hotel. I forget what it was. Was it the W or something like that? Weston, maybe? And
yeah, Weston.
Yeah.
Were you an employee at the time, or just a contributor from the outside?
Just a friend, really, of Keith. And my wife worked for for Interface 21, so she did all the graphics for Interface 21 before.
Oh, cool.
So then, yeah, I mean, me and Keith were like, we all worked together. Me, Keith, Ben Hale, we all worked at the same place. Jennifer did too. So
yeah,
it was a lot of fun, and then we all moved over to Spring Source. So yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Small world. So those are people that were like some of the original people in the original teams, which just goes to show you how far back Jason's what is the right word, lineage traces. Okay, so that started as a little show in a conference center inside of a hotel in Florida, and then we had several years where our friends over at No Fluff Just Stuff ran it.
Yep.
And then from there, we made it part of the pivotal SpringOne platform.
SpringOne platform.
Yep.
Which is I love that show. I mean,
that's whenever I came in. The 2016 SpringOne platform. The first one was my first year.
Oh yeah.
What I planned. Yeah.
Which one was that? Do you know where it was?
Vegas.
It was in. Oh man, where was it? I think it was in San Francisco. No, it was. It was in San Francisco.
Nice.
Yes.
No, 2017 was San Francisco.
What was 2016?
Washington.
No. Was it Vegas? No, I don't think it was Vegas yet. Oh man, now I can't remember. I thought it was San Francisco.
Dallas. Was it Dallas?
No, Austin was the one in Texas, but that was like 2019, I think.
Last one before the virus.
Yeah.
Dallas was earlier than that, I think.
You know what? It was in Vegas. It was at the Aria.
Oh, that was an awesome one. That was an awesome one.
It was 2016. That was the very first one. Yes, it was Vegas. And then we went to San Francisco for a couple years.
Which, I live in San Francisco, so I loved that one, but I've also got amazing memories and awkwardly holes in my memory from the Vegas one, right? Which is
that was a great show. I mean, that was the first one. You know, I mean, like not really. There's a whole bunch before that, but that was the first SpringOne platform that we had.
Right. And then this one, look, then from there we rejoined the mothership, and SpringOne itself has been coincident with VMware. So it's the platform stuff is still there. It's just called VMware Explorer, and there's also some of that in the SpringOne section of the show as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is.
The modern apps track. Yep, that's where most of the Tanzu focused sessions are.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've just loved that Spring has never been just curly brackets and compilers. It's always been the application of Spring in terms of your production environment, in terms of successful, runs to production. And there's more of that on this show as well. And it's just always been this wonderful conference. It's changed styles and names and all that. So is this technically just called SpringOne, by the way? Is it SpringOne at VMware Explorer or SpringOne?
SpringOne at VMware Explorer.
SpringOne at Explorer, not VMware, just at. Make it shorter. SpringOne at Explore.
At Explore. It's easier, yeah.
It's cuter.
Yeah, like the hammocks. Okay.
Like the hammocks.
So that's just a very, very good show. There's a reason so many people come to the show. It's been around for almost 2 decades. I mean, what else can you think of besides Spring and our conference that has been around and been consistently awesome for 2 decades? I can't think of much.
We found out that Jason Konicki is one of those things.
Oh, you really?
You've been around for 2 decades around here, right?
Yeah, I didn't have all these gray hairs last time.
That came just in the planning of this year's event.
Exactly. It was just this year.
Yes, I apologize, Jason. It's my fault.
Thanks, Tasha.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. I know you said you had kind of hard out, and I don't want to get in trouble.
I do. I have another meeting I have to go to, but I really loved this chat.
Yeah, this is
very
great.
much, very much. I'm so glad. Thank you, Josh, for having
Thanks
us.
for having me, Josh. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Are you kidding? This is so good. I got not 1 but 2 of the Pokemon I've been trying to catch for years on the show. Oh wait, do we have private message? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you.
For having us. Bye, everybody.
Bye. See ya.
See ya.